Roberto here, he lived across the hall from my dorm room.
Oh yeah.
And one day after class, on my answering machine, I came home, came back to my dorm room, and it was a voicemail on my, it was draft day, and it was a voicemail on my answering machine, and it was, one of the Pirate Scouts telling me I had been selected in a draft. And I was excited, I let you hear it, I called you over, knocked on the door.
His smile, he wouldn't stop smiling. He was like this the whole time.
It was a great experience. But all in all, actually, from when I started playing baseball, my junior year, high school, once again, thanks to Mayden, I came across a lot of good group of guys from African American, Caucasian, Latino, Hispanic.
You can say white, that's all right.
I came across a good core of guys.
I prefer black, not African American.
All right, blacks, whites, Hispanics, Latinos,
Nicaraguans, right?
A couple of Cubans,
I think the makeup was very unique of the team. That's one thing of all the teams I played on. And I think at South Shore, I always think about who was on the team, how we all molded together, gelled together, and we really played well. And just the bus rides, it's always, I think about all those long,
that's how we,
trash talking from who's the best city to suburbs.
I remember you coming back from Penn.
And then stepping on the field and playing hard. And
All right, real quick, I got 5 gentlemen I want to call up here right quick. Xavier Burns, James Breeze Thornton, Juan Varela, Alberto Carubius. And what these gentlemen have in common, all these gentlemen up here have played in this program and then came back to help me out as coaches. So I want to let them know that I appreciate them for their time, because in coaching, it's not one individual. Well, in my case, it may be. But, you y'all see the thing that said on it? I'm the big dog, okay? All right. So these guys I want to acknowledge today, and starting off with Alberto Carubius. Known him since he was in high school.
Oh, can I say something real quick, like 30 seconds? I've learned a lot from this man. I don't give him the credit. At least I don't let him know about it. But man, this man has made, how do you say, when you make something out of nothing, you could give him shit and he'll make something out of it. Like the times the bus broke down, the times we thought, oh, we're not gonna make this, he made it happen somehow. I'm like, man, you know what? Why? That's why he's in the place where he's at. So he's so that's the thing I learned through him: perseverance and keep going, and don't care about what anybody thinks, because Mayden doesn't care. It just rolls off of him. But that's what I learned from him. That's what I wanted to say. Thank you.
And I don't know where they got these filthy mouths from, but we're gonna have a talk after this over with.
They gonna have to run.
They gonna run. Then we got Juan here. His flag didn't broke, but you're pushing me over. Juan came all the way here from Phoenix, Arizona, and he keeps in touch with me. And whenever I need something, he's there.
yes, sir.
All right.
Appreciate you, mate.
James Breeze Thornton. The little fella. It's the little fella. Now, he was always popular with the team. He was one I respected, and he was a good supporter and a booster. You don't get to say nothing.
I don't get to say
He
nothing.
critiqued me too much.
Somebody got to hold you accountable.
And I really acknowledge Ed Carter, who also coached. He couldn't be here today because he had another conflict, and he was wrestling between should he come here or go there, but he went there. So I told him I'd come first, but we'll let him slide.
Can I say one? 40 years? 40 years doing this. And nobody knows how old Coach Mayden is. We were talking about that in the back. Now, I'm almost 60. It's a lot.
I'm 13.
Still 13.
Still 13.
That's all.
End of that.
He ain't changed a bit. Still look the same.
Still 13.
And then this one. Now, I'm supposed to be quicker to the point, but I got to tell the story. We were on a road trip. I think it was in Kansas City. And they running around the pool playing tag and diving in the pool. He dives in the shallow end instead of the deep end. Put a hole in the bottom of the pool. He cracked the pool with that blockhead of his. And the hotel want to sue me for their pool. I told him it's his head, not mine. I couldn't put it in the book, but it's going to be in the next book. Xavier Burns, he came back and coached with me when I was coaching college ball. I made him come back. Made him go to, Hawaii with us? Yeah. Made him and Lucalia go to Hawaii with us. And he was a 13th round draft pick by the Pittsburgh Pirates. And he was supposed to come up during the break and speak, but I forgot.
That's okay.
That's okay. We'll let him say something before it's over with. Look at that head. Look at that head. All right. So, and then David Pete, who's not here, granddad, he's rest in peace. And Mario, tried to reach out to him, but I couldn't get in touch with him. I think them all the ones I can think of right now.
I'm going to call next to introduce the next group of the second honorees. James Thornton.
All right, so we're going to call up the Group 2 honorees. So as you hear your name, just come on up, stand back, and then as Mayden always does, he has his little spiel for each and every one of you. So I'm going to start with Torrance Stennis, Zach Busk, Justin Turner, Winston Beard, Maurice McLean, Juan Varela. Did I say that right, Juan? Varela, okay. Jalen Austin, DJ Coleman, Quincy Smith, Devon Westmoreland, Alberto. Where you at, Alberto? I'm gonna need some help with that. Is that right? Carubius, okay. All right. Daryl Tillman, Leonard Waters, Toriano Clinton, Vance Bell, and Eddie Yerko. All right. As I unveil our second all-tournament team shirts with the logo on the front and the names of every player on the back. All right, you know, if this is a Mayden production, it's going to be off the chain. Over the years, Coach Mayden has had the privilege of coaching hundreds of young men. Each left his mark on this program and became part of this baseball family. The players we are about to honor earn his respect through their dedication, hard work, perseverance, and love for the game, a common theme. They represent some of the finest young men he had the pleasure of coaching, and their contributions to this program will never be forgotten. Today it is his honor and privilege to introduce the second group. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it my honor or is it your honor? Today is our honor and privilege to introduce the second group of our 2026 honorees and Coach Mayden's official second team all-tournament team selection. First honoree, he graduated from Chicago Vocational High School class of 1987, a pitcher for Coach Mayden from 1983 through 1985. He attended Florida Memorial University. He recently retired after 30 years with the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Department in Florida. In 2025, he received one of the highest honors when he was inducted into the Chicago Vocational High School Baseball Hall of Fame. Coach Mayden had the honor of officiating his wedding 2 years ago in Cancun, Mexico. From Delaware, Torrance Stennis.
Yes, sir.
I remember that 87 team, that 87 CVS team. I remember that team. They went to state that year. We beat them, though. Our next honoree attended Kenwood High School and pitched for Coach Mayden's team during the mid-1990s. And here's a quote from Coach Mayden: "If you needed a win, you could count on him to keep you in the game," and that's real. He was what every coach hopes to have on the mound, a true money pitcher. Former Kenwood High School standout and dependable ace, Winston Beard. All right, our next honoree attended and played baseball at Simeon Vocational High School, where he led Simeon to consecutive Chicago Public League championships in 1998 and 1999. After our team returned from a 10-day road trip to Puerto Rico, the next day the team played for the RBI championship at Wrigley Field. The game went into extra innings. He pitched all 13 innings, which now would be you get in trouble for it because there's a pitch count for high school baseball. Yes, I'm a high school coach. He pitched all 13 innings despite battling the flu and being exhausted from the trip. The game ended in a tie. Wow. Both teams were crowned co-champions. Please join me in recognizing a member of this team from the 1990s, Superman, Justin Turner.
We won 2-1. Commentate, Wrigley Field, no cap. No cap. Yeah, I don't know where they got that time.
All right, he was a starting catcher in the 1986 CABA World Series in Chillicothe, Ohio. He brought dedication and leadership to the game. Today we recognize him not only for his accomplishments on the baseball field, but also for his continued friendship and support of Coach Mayden. Maurice McLean. All right, our next honoree, all the way from Phoenix, Arizona. His resume, both on and off the baseball field, speaks for itself. He earned a Bachelor of Science in Human Biology and completed his Master's of Business Administration. He's a boxing coach, a former Little League baseball coach, and serves as a church leader with Victory Outreach in Phoenix, Arizona. He played on Coach Mayden's team in the late 1990s and later played college baseball for Coach Mayden at Olive Harvey College. Following his playing days, he returned to coach with Coach Mayden. They teamed up together at the MLB 2016 World Series and later hosted a podcast together. Let's give it up for Juan Varela. All right, he enjoyed an outstanding collegiate career from 2016 through 2021. His success in the classroom matched his accomplishments on the field. He earned recognition as a 3-time academic All-American, graduated magna cum laude with a bachelor's degree in psychology with an emphasis in counseling, and later earned a master's degree in industrial and organizational psychology with a perfect 4.0 GPA, graduating with distinction. He played for Coach Mayden during the mid-2000s, and here's a classic quote from Coach Mayden: "A true daddy's baby." That's what he got right here. A scholar, athlete, and a proud member of the Coach Mayden baseball family, all the way from Battle Creek, Michigan, Jalen Austin.
Good job, Jaden.
All right, he enjoyed an outstanding collegiate career from 2016 through 2021. His success in the classroom matched his accomplishments on the field. He earned recognition as a 3-time academic All-American, graduated magna cum laude with a bachelor's degree in psychology with an emphasis in counseling, and later earned a master's degree in industrial and organizational psychology with a perfect 4.0 GPA, graduating with distinction. He played for Coach Mayden during the mid-2000s, And here's a classic quote from Coach Mayden, a true daddy's baby. That's what he got right here. A scholar, athlete, and a proud member of the Coach Mayden baseball family, all the way from Battle Creek, Michigan, Jalen Austin. This next gentleman currently resides in Los Angeles, California, and played in the program in the 1980s. He attended St. Francis de Sales High School on Chicago's southeast side. He continued his education at Southern University in Baton Rouge. Today, he is a successful real estate investor, actor, and family man who has been married to his wife, Aisha, for 25 years. Mr. Quincy Smith. Our next honoree attended Hyde Park High School, where he developed a reputation as one of the smoothest defensive infielders around. As Coach Mayden said, he definitely had the glove. His defense was as smooth as silk, and he made difficult plays look effortless. The quote from Mayden is, "But he left his bat at home." That's dirty. That's just dirty. He could steal a base, though. That's for real. He could steal a base for you. If he needed a base, though, then he could do it. A true member of this program in the mid-1990s, Devon Westmoreland. All right, our next recipient played second base for Coach Mayden during the mid-1990s and was known for his dedication, work ethic, and team-first attitude. He attended and graduated from George Washington High School before continuing his involvement with the program as a valued member of the Coach Mayden coaching staff. He is currently a veteran member of the Chicago Police Department. Alberto Carabias. The next honoree graduated from Harper High School in 2000 and continued his baseball career at Olive Harvey College, where he played for Coach Mayden from 2001 to 2003. In addition to his college career, he also played on Coach Mayden's summer teams during the early 2000s. He earned a reputation for being dependable and always willing to do whatever was needed for the team. Coach would call him nephew even to this day, and he proudly calls Coach Mayden uncle. From Chicago, now living in Atlanta, GA, Daryl Tillman, a.k.a. DT. Next recipient graduated from Neil F. Simeon High School in 1994. Played for Coach Mayden in the program in the mid-1990s. He continued his education at Kishwaukee College before earning a Bachelor of Science in Education from Roosevelt University. He has dedicated 3 decades to working for Chicago Public Schools. In recognition of his outstanding contributions, he recently received the 2025 Changemakers Award. Mr. Leonard Waters. Our next honoree is a graduate of Chicago Vocational High School and a 24-year member of the Chicago Police Department. One thing has never changed. He still refers to Coach Mayden as Pops. And Coach Mayden has a nickname for him. The kid with the Colgate smile. A lifelong member of this program since the 90s, Toriano Clinton. Here today, all the way from Palm Beach, Florida, and his roots with his team go back to the 90s. He graduated from Lindblom High School, class of 1990, and continued his education at Jackson State and Florida Memorial University. He is the son of the late Pastor Bell, affectionately known as Daddy Bell, who was a respected pastor and owner of Bell's Cleaners here in Chicago. Today he serves as a 24-year member of the Florida Fire Department. Coach Mayden had a nickname for him as well, the pretty boy, Vince Bell. One of those players every coach would love to have on his team. An outstanding center fielder, he would run down baseballs no one else could reach. His speed, determination, and passion for the game made him a defensive standout. Coach Mayden said, "I had great respect for him and his game. If only he hit the ball like he would run them down." My man, Eddie Yurko. Oh, my God.
We're going to bring another amazing individual who was a catcher, hard hitter, Coach Mayden's catcher for the Pony League Cardinals in 1993, and later started catching on Coach Mayden's 1986 team that completed the Continental Amateur Baseball Association World Series in Chillicothe, Ohio. One of Coach Mayden's favorite memories was during a game in Chillicothe, Ohio. Maurice came into the dugout with tears in his eyes. And his catching hand was barely swollen because of Nate Vinson's fastball. Is Nate here today? He was holding up his hand and said, Coach, I'm not calling for the fastball anymore. He keep popping my mitt. He said, I'm calling for the curveball. Now, at that classic moment, you have to be there. This catcher right here has went through all measures of life to the day. He is a true baseball player, a true man to the game, and a true friend. Maurice McLean.
Man, I've been waiting a long time for this here. A long time. And I'm really glad to see so many faces and so many people that I've only heard about after me. We had no idea that we would be pioneers, you know, that we was his first team to really travel the way we did. We just love baseball. You're talking, I was a guy that was sleeping in my uniform so I can be the first one to the field. You know, slept with my catcher's mitt, not under my pillow, right next to me. You know, begged to take the catcher's equipment home, man, so I can have it on when I walk to the stadium. Yeah, I was that guy. But Coach Mayden came in and our parents trusted him, first and foremost. Our parents trusted him, and he wasn't just like a father figure to us, but he was everything to us. You know, as the brother said earlier, he taught us patience, temperance, fortitude in his own way. You know, he taught us how to win with pride and how to lose with pride. You know, and those lessons that we learned to this day, 40 years later, you know, are still with us to this day. And I'm just grateful for him because he's been there for me no matter how long ago we have talked or anything of that. Maurice, what's going on with you, man? And, you know, Coach, you know, it don't matter. You know, he's there for each and every one of us. And again, I've only heard about all of the teams that came after me. And I'm really grateful to be, you know, in a room with all of you all that I only heard about. You know, glad to meet you all. And I got to say this one thing that one of the players said to me. And he said, man, we played a lot of baseball, man. We played a lot of baseball on a lot of fields, you know. But one thing David Lyons said to me, and it stuck with me, he said this to me years ago, and it stuck with me. He said, with you catching and Fatty pitching, I knew we was going to win. I knew we was going to win. I said, man, you know, we took some L's. We took a lot of L's during our careers, but with him pitching and me catching, I can only recall only a handful of losses together. And I'm talking since we were 9, 10 years old. Yeah, this guy here was really a good friend, amazing athlete, but that transcended through the entire league. That transcended to all of the other players. That thing that we had, you know, and like I said, I didn't know we was pioneers then. We was the first team to go to Chillicothe, Ohio, and we didn't know nothing about it. We had an all-star team that Coach put together, and we went there and we played some baseball. We played some baseball. We went there, and I got to piggyback off the story because 40 years later, it stick to me to this day. I come in the dugout. It was my turn to bat. I could not bat because Nate Benson had threw so hard, and my hand was blue, purple. Never experienced that in my life, right? And I said, Coach, I can't bat, man. I can't bat. He was like, what's wrong? I said, man, my hand. I'm not calling for the fastball no more. I'm not calling for the fastball no more. I can't do it. I can't do it. But I got back out there. Coach said, get it back out there, you know. And I got back out there and I looked at Nate and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And every time I called for some off speed, he'd come with that heat. And I get it back. I didn't really want nobody to know I was hurt, and I throw it back to him just as fast. Because he know I didn't call for something else, and he going to hit me with the fastball, and I throw it back to him just as hard and look at him. But, you know, but that was my man. But, you know, for the guys that came after me, Coop, you know, Nate Moore, you know, we learned from each other. We drove off each other, you know. And, you know, I did my thing. I studied, and I watched these guys, all the guys over me, that were really good catchers, and I vowed to be just like them. I got up under them. They were older than me. I'm sitting there. I'm watching them. Hey, man, how you do that? How you do that? And then I come to realize that the guys that came after me was watching me, you know, and what I did, they did. You know, I would take Coop to the side, man, you got to get down there, man. You got to bag that play up, man. Don't get too close to the base, man, but you got to get down there. And that kid was lightning fast, but he listened, and he was just an awesome guy. But we all wanted to play and perform for Coach Mayden. We didn't want to let Coach down. We didn't want to let Coach down. But, man, I'm really glad to really see everybody here to this day, you know, and I'm just grateful to be a part of the legacy of Coach Mayden. You know, thank you all.